What's good, people? Yeah, this your guy Buckets 44 Quivonte, all that good jazz. With this video, I want to talk about like musical taste and why is it like when people have a certain disdain about what you listen to or artists you like or certain or even certain songs that you even like as well. And like a person like me, I'm well diverse somewhat because there is songs and artists that I listen to, and sometimes I might come across it, be it from Google Play Music, Spotify, Pandora. I don't really use Pandora like that anymore, but Pandora or shit, it might be even like sometimes I might be downtown or someplace like that. I might hear somebody with the earphones on. I hear like some type of beat or some type of something, and I'm like, that sounds decent. Or I might see something on TV as well, because like sometimes, like with pop music and things of that nature, I'm like, that's interesting, because that's not the realm that I listen to. That's not the type of genre I listen to. But if I hear something like, you know what, that's kind of nice, because sometimes with pop music and let's just say trendy music, if I like it, or I like how it sounds sonically, then you might have something going on for yourself, be it that specific song or your career, because a lot of times I'm not gonna listen to whatever like that, especially if it's not like some conscious stuff or like conscious, but it's kind of like some trippy, far out stuff. Be it, I'm gonna say like one, for example, like a person like that I really fond of is like Danny Brown or something like that. People gonna say, he sound funny. He don't sound nothing I like. Why he gotta sound like that? Like he on acid, or he on some type of pain medication or something like that. Like he don't feel any pain, so that's why since he don't feel any pain, he sound like that when he raps and things like that. But yeah, but at the same time, if you break it down and actually listen, he's speaking some real stuff or stuff that some of these artists not even talking about. Like he talking about, I ain't trying to get graphic on here, but like let's just say doing something with a fan or something like that. Some of them, has done it, but they don't do it like how Danny Brown does it. Things that he do and whatever like that. So if he's speaking something, he actually mean that. Be it some real stuff or some funny, crazy stuff. He actually mean that type of stuff in a way, because he been through a lot of stuff and all things of that nature. So I'm just saying one example like that, but what I'm also saying is like the stuff, like, okay, well, like, if you been through the channel and basically you hear me, whatever like that, yeah, I'm a black guy, but I like a lot of stuff. Far as I like the rap and R&B, but also like some rock stuff, and I really love soul music and like classical music as well, because if something like James Brown, Miles Davis, Lena Horne comes on, something like that, like 40s and 50s, and Nat King Cole comes on, something like that, and I'm well into. I start snapping my fingers, start feeling the vibe, because like that's half of what I was brought up on. First of all, brought up on some soul stuff and some speaking to the soul type music. I guess what you can call it too, soul music. But I just call it speaking to the soul music. That's why I like to call it, in a way, speaking to the soul, or nurturing the soul, or whatever you want to call it. But like that stuff kind of gets me, like the people that I just named, and like I like listening to like Nirvana and like Red Hot Chili Peppers, and it's other artists I can't remember their name because some of them was like random and I came across them, but I still don't really know their name because I just. But it's some type of bands here and there. I just sometimes I forget them because for me to remember you, like really remember you, I gotta have like CDs of you or pretty much like physical copies of your material. That's the way I remember. Because if it's like if it's digital, I might forget for real. And like that's why a lot of people, a lot of artists I listen to and remember actually got physical CDs of some type of fashion, be it new or old from them. That's why I remember half of my artists I listen to. But with that said, I just find it's just crazy. Like people have such a disdain about, especially for black folks, like if a person like rock and roll or some type of like techno or whatever like that, it's just weird because like I have like a cousin, and shout out to you, cousin. Basically he put me on to more rock because when I was younger, I used to like rock, but I really could never find it. Or like only time I really could find some rock, I always be like that heavy stuff, and I ain't never really like that heavy rock. That's loud and I don't know how you gonna call it, cause like you have what you could say like death metal and other stuff. I really like that somewhat softer rock. That kind of gets. That's why I halfway said Nirvana in a way, because that's like grunge and stuff like that. That's the type of rock that I like listening to, and whatever it may be. So but my cousin put me on to that. Put me on to more artists that he think I would like, because I told him the taste that I pretty much like it. So he put me on to some more than what I'm used to. So I appreciate him for that. And also I have my brother Ray, which is shout out to Ray and stuff like that. And, we heavy into the rap and lyrical stuff and whatever it may be, because he don't want to really pursue this, and I'm gonna call him out on it anyway. So my bad, Ray, on this. But he halfway could be a rapper if he wants to, because I'm not gonna say he owns like some Kendrick level stuff, but it's really some deep introspective type of thinking and word processing and lyrical content he could really say. So I halfway wish he can do that, but he has other pursuits that he kind of want to do more, which I understand. But that's neither here or there. But with that said, he a rap person, but at the same time, sometimes we in his car or we in the house. When we was living together, we was in the house listening to techno music and listen to like, what was it? Cause it was like some type of music that had like violins and trombones in it. Like I can't, cause it wasn't like a specific like genre. It was just like cause one was techno, the other one was like we was listening to like a whole bunch of percussions and like xylophones and whatever. It was like some other stuff here and that's just I don't remember everything, but we wasn't listening to some trap stuff, some lyrical stuff. Sometimes we just listen to beats or listen to people or people that's DJing, and we just listen to that for like an hour or two or maybe even more, and we just vibe out to that and just chill out. I mean, like, but everyone can't do that. Everyone gotta have some BS like Taylor. I mean, I'm gonna call them out, but it's whatever. Yeah, they gotta have some BS like Taylor Swift and some Young Thug and some and a Chief Keef and Lil B and other people like that. Cause and then, but like with those type of artists, it's like sprinkles here and there of just some good lyrical content, or just music, or sonically tastes good. But like if they had like a 10 track album, You telling me like one, maybe two songs is like something that's like decent, and the rest of them is just basically hot garbage. But at the same time, it's like supply and demand. That's really what it is too. It's supply and demand. But I'm I'm just rambling right now. But I'm just trying to I'm just talking about the musical taste. That I mean, it's just don't get don't get discouraged and don't get on people if they like other stuff because with me, I just can't be in one genre because at the same time, because like look at Kanye West in a way, Kanye West and halfway other producers. You gonna tell me they just gonna be like one specific thing, and they don't hear something from the oldies or hear something that they hear from even like from 2014. Let's just say it like that, like 2014. They hear something from there like a whole bunch of samples, a whole bunch of musical content you get from James Brown, which a whole bunch of people have said. The Ice Cubes and Kanye West and Jay Z's and Diddy's and people like that. A whole bunch of people said James Brown like some of the stuff that they even get from. So that's what I'm saying. Like you can't shy away and can't say that old stuff or that other stuff. I ain't gonna say old stuff, but that other stuff you can't mess with if basically the old stuff is is implemented with this new stuff and you pretty much vibing to it, you bobbing your head like this shit slapping like this bumping the whip and all the things like that. Come on now. But with that said, because I'm basically rambling on and I haven't really done a long video, a long ish video in a while, so this is one of those videos I kind of wanted to do. So basically, like and subscribe and comment. Comment basically like what's your musical taste? How you feel about this? And whatever it may be, whatever questions, it don't matter. You know how it is. Like it, shit. You dislike it if you want to, and whatever it may be. But this Quivonte, Buckets 44, and I'm gone, y'all. Y'all be good.